So as you might have seen, I've been the Margin Power Super Battle Road. Maybe not so fully free to play, but I mean, I got the 100% Trunks. I think that is worth it for the content. We're going to showcase him at 100%, of course, to see how good he really is. I've had him at 1 dupe for so long because the only, Super Battle Road that I needed to beat was Margin Power in order to unlock him. So yeah, let's just go through his details. He is a Vegeta's family leader for 4 key and 120%. He's got 12,000 defense, 18,000 attack, 17,000 HP. He's got pretty good super attack effects, both of them raising attack and defense for the 1 turn, which is very nice. It allows him to get that extra bit of defense. His passive skill is 80% attack and defense at the start of the turn, 1 key and chance of evading enemies' attack, including super attacks, plus 15% per Vegeta's family category ally, self-excluded attacking in the same turn. So in a Vegeta's family team, you get that 30% dodge chance, as well as that 2 extra key. Kind of like the Super Strike Trunks in a way. Now, he's a position-based character, so in the first slot, when he attacks, he gets defense plus 60% and all allies key plus 3. He doesn't get the defense on, like, the start of turn when in the first slot, so he has to attack first in order to get that, which is a bit unfortunate. But there are some moments where you do get to actually take advantage of that. Then in the second slot, he gets attack and defense plus 30%, so he gets a little bit more attack in trade of less defense. And in all Vegeta's family category allies key plus 3. So it changes from all allies to Vegeta's family allies. So, depending on your team build, that could be a benefit or not. And then in the third slot, he gets 3 key for himself and attack plus 60%. So in the third slot, he is much more aggressive. And then in the first slot, he's a lot less, attack heavy, but more defense heavy. But of course, that doesn't really work well when the opponent is attacking at the start. So the best spot for him is definitely in the third slot. Of course, we're going to be running Vegeta's family. I do have some redstone units just to support. And then Margin Vegeta. Still no 200% leader though for this Trunks. So yeah, he's not a gifted warrior. So we don't have a 200% leader just yet. He has like the Trunks links, Royal Lineage, Sane Warrior Race, Sane Lineage, Cold Judgment, which is really good for Trunkses, or future Trunkses per se, Shocky Speed, Messenger from the Future, and Legendary Power. I'll be having him next to the Prime Battle Trunks. Luckily, we do have him on the rotation, which is good. And I will explore every single position on him, or I'll try to at the very least. So let's just put him in the first slot. 132,000 defense at the 80%. And then he's getting that 60%, which is going to get him like just under 200,000. But then when he super attacks, you probably get like 250k or something like that. And of course, the additional super attacks will come into play as well. So let's just hope we don't kill too fast here. I know the 2 Trunkses together, we're probably always going to get an 18 key. 2.5 million attacks that with no attack buffs from like position based. And we're able to get an additional normal attack. I wish you could check the defense stats. Would have been really helpful. We're probably just going to clear this out, I think. Because like 4 million attacks out with this Trunks. This is like call for a kill. Yeah. Now Trunks is just even more busted. This is going to be a really short showcase. There's nothing really much to explore with this guy. Just the different positionings. I use him quite a bit. I mean, I used him, you saw in the Time Travelers. His dodges does come in handy. Vegeta's family, of course, being a Vegeta's family leader for 120. He's my first option when it comes to a free-to-play team. Outside of that, I probably don't use him as much. Maybe in Trusted Will if I do end up using that team and stuff like that. But realistically, that's not really an option. I will try not to kill here. Doesn't look like we will. Unless Vegeta goes, like, insane. Of course, he goes insane. It's type disadvantage, as long as he doesn't get a crit, right? Yes. Ow. I was a bit too strong. Now, we don't have him... We don't have a... Oh, stop it. Come on, man. Every time I do Vegeta's family, they're always doing these insane rolls, bro. I swear to God. I think this happened in the Table Showcase. Alright, we only get the 12 key here. And it gives everybody 3 key. I swear, if this Trunks goes like a critical additional. Oh, God. Alright, 2.3. Remember, that was with no support, though. 800,000 damage. For an LR, it's not, like, crazy damage at all. And being in the middle slot, he doesn't get obviously as much defense as he would with in the first slot. So I think he'd definitely be under 300k on this team. You know, 300k on double 170% leader for sure, though. Of course, now you have instant super attacks, which is fine. At this point, we probably do have to just put him in the the last spot. Because I do want to see, like, max damage, at the very least. God damn. Team too strong, man. Alright, so, it's best if we do this. Get the 1 key so we don't overkill. Because Vegeta raises allies' attacks. And then this will get him, because he gets 3 key for himself, should get him the 18 key. 132,000 defense. He's kind of like the opposite to... He's like kind of like trying to be the same as Goku and Gohan. But instead of like raising defense, like the Super Battle of Goku and Gohan, he's more of that dodging unit that is providing key to everyone instead of to himself. And in multiple... I don't know. I'm just making stuff up at this point. Anyway, 3 million attack stat on a support with good links. I wouldn't say is the best, especially when you have to put him in the 3rd slot at 100%. And with a good leader skill, definitely closer to 4 million would be better. But you can't deny for free-to-play, the Vegeta's family leader for 120% is too valuable. And technically, if you put him in the middle slot, that extra key for the 3rd slot unit is really nice. So self-sufficient in a way. But yeah, he's kind of just like obviously aged just a little bit. Definitely still runnable, but when you're versing like Red Zone or even the last phases of LG, LVE, it is kind of a risky play to run him. But that's going to wrap it up for today's video. Let me know your thoughts on the Trunks LR. When he easy A's, he's probably going to be that 4 key, 140, 150, 130 leader skill, which is going to be really nice. And of course, get that better attack and defense buff. So I can see him when he eventually easy A's, which I'll probably never get to that point. Because margin power ESBR sounds super scary. It can be a real menace. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy today's video, make sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel with the notification bell on so you don't miss out on the daily content. Check out my social medias linked in the description. With that said, I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay healthy, stay safe, stay fizzy. Peace out.